Hey.
Hello.
Hey. Welcome to Girl Let's Agree to Disagree. Episode 2. Sorry guys, I put episode 1 on there. Again, we're still working on the little kinks and stuff, but hey, we're going live right after an amazing All Stars episode. How insane is that?
Oh my God, this episode was like literally everything I needed. My skin is clear. My hair is thriving. Like
Skin as clear as Bailey Dayton's. Like, can we just talk about that girl's skin? Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, there's so much. Everybody who's on the chats, thank you for hopping on. We know that it's been a crazy whirlwind past 2 hours. There's a lot of things to uncover. We're really trying to get this at hopefully within the hour to kind of just recap. If you didn't watch the show, tons of spoilers, I guess. So don't watch it if you don't want to be spoiled. But we're going to kind of go along all of this through chronological order and then just get the feedback, because this was just an amazing, I got chills, y'all. I almost started crying. It was a little bit emotional given that we just got out of this Big Brother house. And I don't know how you felt, but there were so many emotions. How did you feel?
Literally, like the very first competition, I walked, like when they walked out and saw the competition, I was like, oh, well, good thing I'm not on this season because I would have lost that. Like immediately, my body started trembling because I'm like, well, freaking can't come back. Like
when I tell you, Ovi saw that board, he was like, I gotta text Kimmy. Like, you gotta be kidding me.
The moment I tweeted about it, I got a text from Ovi, and I'm like, yeah, no, that wouldn't be the competition.
Was not designed for y'all.
Nicole killed it. Nicole killed that competition. Like, good for her too. Who else? I think was it Cody who got it in like a short amount of time too? Like, there was one of the guys who got it in a really short amount of time, but the guys had to go
Absolutely.
That's a whole other discussion. Why in the world were the women so far down? Like, it made me mad, honestly.
Well, we can go on what I want to do before we start kind of going all over the board. We definitely want to be able to go through this chronologically so that nobody feels completely out of the loop, and it kind of is still fresh in everybody's mind, right? So before we start though, if you all are not subscribed, please click like, subscribe, click on your little notifications. This is our second episode. We plan on doing these now. I know that it's Wednesday. This is kind of our set day, right, ladies? Mm-hmm. We're gonna be doing these lives every Wednesday right after the show. So it's gonna be about 20 minutes after the show. We'll recap. We'll do our predictions before evictions, and and we'll get all of that taken care of. So if you love us, you like us, share us, tell everybody you know. We're really excited about this. So let's get into Julie. First and foremost, Julie, because Julie looked spectacular. I wasn't really digging her outfit. I'm sorry. Like for a premiere, she kind of hid behind the background, like it was like the same color of her.
Yeah, the dress was a little questionable for me. I mean, she always, like, her face, her hair, everything is just like perfection. But it was a little more like blue on blue. I don't know. It was a little more blue for me.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Julie Chen Moonves can do no wrong. Like, she was giving me the blues, and I was like taking it in. So literally, I remember like our move-in night. She came and stood next to me, and I like leaned over to her, and I'm like, Jimmy choose. And she's like, you already know it, girl. So like, she has a place in my heart. So she literally could have come out in sweats, and I'm like, girl, you're working it.
I mean, absolutely. She, like, regardless, she is gorgeous. I was just like, I've seen her in so much more. Like, I wanted to see her in red. I wanted to see like this extravagant dress. Like, I felt like it was kind of, very chill. But
she said kneeling is a vibe, and you know what? I'll take it.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we had an all-star pact 2 hours. I was not expecting all of this. Was anybody expecting for 5 competitions? First of all, because it was 4 to get to the HOH and the HOH.
No, but I liked it. I thought it was a good twist. I liked it a lot, honestly. Just
like
being divided.
Everyone doing it at once, you know, like breaking it up into 4 different.
Yes. It was easier to focus on individual people, which I liked because I'm one of those people that, like, if all 16 of them were doing it in a row, like, my mind does not know where to focus. I liked it a lot.
Absolutely. So let's get to the first person that was introduced, Miss Nicole Franzel. Yeah, she's gonna be on now. Now it's confirmed. 16, 18, winner of 18, kind of robbed what she felt like was not. She said Paul was not robbed. So she was making sure everybody knew that. She's like, I deserve this. She's ready to play. What do y'all think?
It's almost like she's been reading Twitter this whole time. Like, how does she know? Her mind.
Nicole, like, I have to respect it because, you know, no matter what anyone says, like, she was scheming behind the scenes, trying to get people taken out. Like, she's someone going hard after what she wants. And all I can do is respect that. Like, if you want something and you're going hard after it, respect. So,
you know, it's hard. I feel like it's hard living in Paul's shadow. Like, Paul was a mastermind. He's an amazing player. You know, obviously he's not on this season, but you know, you kind of have to put it out there in the universe. A lot of people aren't going to believe you unless you believe it yourself. And kudos for her to believe that that Paul was not robbed, that she deserved that, and she's here.
Paul was robbed.
Second, okay, Paul was robbed.
Okay, next.
Next, girl,
Queen Danny
girl.
also has not aged like at all.
Miss Danny Donato. Let's talk about this woman because I almost cried. She gave me like this energy that just jumped off. It literally just. Literally
said, I am blonde, I'm coming back, like the body is snatched, you know, I'm coming for me, my man, my child to have some money. Queen.
This woman, okay, she played 8, she played season 8, season 13. She didn't even say Dick's name. If y'all did you guys see that? Somebody, he who shall not be named, basically. I was like, whoop.
Mm-hmm. Oh, peep her daughter's name right here. Sissy.
I mean, yeah, gorgeous woman. Seriously, the idea that she is, she's in it to win it.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I'm a comp beast. I have she's like, I have 4 HOHs and 5 vetoes. This is the girl to beat, literally.
I don't know. Janelle's either a close second or not far behind.
Neck and neck. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could go into it a little bit later, and I love Janelle, except that Janelle wasn't winning any physical comps. When I talk about Danny is a physical comp beast. Like, when you're looking at Janelle's like comp wins, they're a lot more, they're memory comps, they're different types of comps. So
a comp is a comp and a win is a win.
You're right.
And, you know, Big Brother isn't the challenge. So, you know, even if it's a luck-based comp, like Holly rolling that ball, like, she still won. No one can take that away from her because no one else won. She did. So, I mean, I see, when I think of like female comp beasts, the first thing I think of is Janelle.
Well, we're going to get to her, but that's not who's next because I'm not going to be on All Stars. Miss Da'Vonne telling everybody she's not going to be on. Surprise, surprise.
Listen. What I have to say is, if Da'Vonne doesn't win this season, I'm calling Allison myself because it must be that first competition that's the reason that she didn't win. I don't care.
I think what's very interesting is that she has been taking notes, and she said, girl, I'm intuitive. And like exactly what we said yesterday, she's intuitive, but she said she talks too much. Like she herself said it.
She's self-aware. We love a self-aware queen.
Yes.
And so I think she knows her weaknesses. She knows what to look out for coming into this. And so it's just to see whether or not she can check that, honestly, because she's so smart. So let's just hope she's not like too smart for her own good, honestly.
Not only that, but Da'Vonne's social game, like literally when everyone was in the living room, like greeting each other, everyone was like, oh my God, Da'Vonne, like hugging her, like, I love you. Like, she had everyone in her corner from what I saw. And in that little circle, we can get into it later, but there were a few people that it was like awkward hugs. And I'm like, oh, so they're not together. They don't know each other. You know, there's no connection there. But Da'Vonne, she kind of had it with everyone.
There were definitely some you could see that had been more removed, like from the community in the past couple of years. And like, we can get into it, but I noticed it. I picked up on the people who were like kind of the like awkward, kind of like, can I get a hug guy at a party?
Absolutely. I agree. So, I mean, I agree 1,000%.
Yes. Oh my God. Kyle Sullivan, that Keisha and Da'Vonne hug, like, I needed.
I felt that. I totally felt that. That right there is going to be a thing. So we got
Halloween.
We got Miss Christmas Joy. She's on. Surprise, surprise. We said it. Obviously, so did she a couple yesterday. So this isn't a surprise. Any thoughts on her?
No.
I thought she was about to break her ankle. Oh my God.
I know too. In that comp, it was just like, okay, someone's gonna get hurt. But I think ultimately when we're looking at her, she said, wait until you see Crazy Christmas. And I think it was really interesting when she said, you know, she had to really play a social game last season because she wasn't able to play comps the way that she normally would. So now she's thinking she's going to be Comp Beast Queen, probably take Donato's place. I don't know. She's Crazy Christmas. She may.
I don't know. Fat chance you won $5,000 on night one. Like, if I'm in that house, cool. She got to go.
I honestly do think, like, she was very excited about it. She won $5,000. And I honestly think that put a huge target on her back. Right now, nobody's going to be, like, sad. She won her $5,000.
Yes. So
crying.
The other three, they're going to get the empathy. Christmas, she's over here $5,000 richer and already did well in her first comp, really. So I see her being a target.
Like, if I was her, I would have started crying and I would have played up the mom card. Like, you guys don't know how much this means to me as a mother. Like, $5,000 goes such a long way. Like, it's going to be spent all on my son. Like, I don't even have any for myself. Like, I would have just started, like, playing that up immediately.
You know, I think CB said Christmas had to 180 her game from the competition. Not her biggest fan, but she definitely deserves to be there. Who here feels like Christmas deserves to be there?
I mean, we've got people who got out first boot, so like I feel like it can't really be argued that she can't be there. Like, whether or not she's your favorite, like, I mean, she was in top 3, so it is what it is.
And I just feel like it's a really tricky thing coming from a season like 19 where, you know, Paul was like, you know, basically playing the whole game himself. Or at least that's the way a lot of people see it. And it's hard not to see it that way. So I'm not going to say she doesn't deserve to be there, but it's interesting to pick someone from season 19 who isn't Paul, because I just feel like it's hard for me to wrap my mind around.
I agree. I agree with that. So now we have these first 4. They're the first 4 females. We're going to go into Julie talking about what's going to happen. They're going into the house. They're going to play the first comp, and the first 2 people who win are going to make it to the next round and eligible to play the HOH. Yep. What do you all think? So we're like, oh, wow. We're going straight into this. Like, there's nobody's playing games. Everybody's like, okay, now you really need to play.
Yeah, somebody said something about the masks. I do have to say, it was so just like eerie almost seeing them on stage in those masks and like seeing them try to talk through them. It was just so like out of this world, honestly. It was so strange.
To be quite honest, I was confused as to why they were wearing the masks and not Julie, like, because they're all going to be together. So really, when you're looking at masks, the masks are to protect the other person. So they're protecting Julie, but Julie,
you already know Julie didn't want to look like a raccoon. That's literally what it comes down to.
She didn't want that mask makeup moving or anything like that. So they kept her away.
I don't want to like break the fourth wall or anything, but I'm about to. When you're like about to go on as a house guest, you are masked. And I remember about to go on stage and I was freaking out because I looked like a raccoon. Because like my cheeks, you know.
Yeah, like literally, right before, you're right, right before going in, they all mask us. We're not supposed to be looking at other people. So like we're constantly in masks and we're just like, oh God, what are we looking at? And yeah, that messes up your makeup. But
I'd be so mad they'd like rub my eyebrow off. I'd go in with their one damn eyebrow. Like,
oh, literally, the highlight immediately gone. No need to highlight. It's gone.
But I mean, all of the girls, like all of the women look beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Going back into the competition, they go in. Peep, I wanna point this out because it happens to be a Big Brother tradition that first person in never wins Big Brother. Do we know who was the first person who walked into that door?
The woman who won $5,000. Like she just won every target possible. She's the third. She came in third her season. She won $5,000. She was in there first. She really doesn't seem to have that many connections. So, I mean, we might have to cancel Christmas.
And it's not like she can hide her physical ability. I mean, the woman is like ripped. Like she looks just so toned. Like you can't hide that at all.
Literally, when she was doing the HOH competition, I was like, damn, she is snatched. Let me start doing some sit-ups. Like, what is going on here?
Someone said that Tamar Braxton actually broke that. No, we don't count Celebrity Big Brother. I'm sorry, that's not
over the top.
We're talking about regular season Big Brother. We can agree to disagree on that. That's the whole point of the show. But on a regular season of Big Brother, nobody who walks in first gets the prize. We'll see if Christmas breaks that.
We'll see.
Okay. On it.
So we're going into this first game, and I'm gonna go a little bit longer on this one, and then fast forward to the rest of everybody because it's find an item, go to this puzzle the board. I forgot what it's called, and work the puzzle to where you saw that item, right?
Mm-hmm.
To where in the house you saw that item. So let's talk about this strategy. Obviously, from all three of us, Kemi is the only one who's played this game, similar game, and Peep, that Nicole and David also played a similar game. So we're assuming that they're kind of, you know, that they are they have kind of a one-up, I guess, because they.
Yeah, no, this competition's like insanely difficult. Like it's so hard because it's really heavy, but the handles are like really hollow. So it's hard to kind of navigate that. And then the farther the ball is, the harder it is to just like even try to get a grasp on it. So that's why I was just so proud of Nicole because, I mean, she killed it. And, you know, obviously the men had it a lot easier, but I was really surprised that David was doing really well at the beginning and then he got the wrong answer, which is just like, I don't know how that happened. Like, I don't know how you get the wrong answer and something like that.
To be fair, it took me until the second round to realize that they were supposed to get it in like a certain hole and not just any one. So maybe
you're watching from home though.
True.
Like, come on now. Like that's, I feel like that's like, remember in 2015 when in the World Cup when Brazil scored in their own goal? That's how I felt like David did. Like
it's just that like secondhand embarrassment, honestly.
Yeah,
like,
energy. So let's go talk about this because when you're comparing this to the rest of of the guys. Like the only person who won this round was Christmas. So he's able to go to the next round. However, like, I mean, we all say it's a heavy board. These girls, and for both rounds, had the farthest distance that they had to go to with this ball. Whereas the men ended up like it was like half of the board. They only had to maneuver half of the board.
And I just don't really understand in their mind, like, why they didn't do, you know, maybe have like one group of the girls have a far target and then like one group of the guys have a far target, because then you end up with what we had. We had 4 guys in the HOH competition and only 2 girls, which is just like, it makes it harder for that starting out women, like, strong alliance, you know?
Yeah, I found it to be incredibly unfair. I mean, like, if you're going, I get it. You can't always have them all in the same place, but I mean, you really could have given them the same exact. Why couldn't you give them the exact same picture? Why couldn't you have them do that? I don't understand. I feel like that was kind of rigged for a guy to win.
Yeah.
Is that how anybody else feels?
I don't know, as much like as like rigged as maybe more so just like careless in that sense. I don't know.
I mean, James Gatt says facts. Ish was rigged. Like, I mean, people are noticing it.
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying that it was rigged.
It's a fair thing to say, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, it's all good. Let's go to the next. We now have Christmas, who's the only person who's in running for the HOH.
And then group number 2, we have Tyler.
Tyler Crispin. I'm going to go through the guys. We got
the angel. I love him.
We got Ian, Mr. 4HOH 2 vetoes, talking about he's going to act like a dumbass. Mr. Kevin, who's bringing in Anita Vito, and who said it's gonna snatch that crown, and then Mr. Enzo. We're trying to keep this short. I know we spent a lot of time, but I think that we want to kind of go through all 4 and kind of.
I absolutely. First of all, I adore Tyler. Let's just get that out of the way. But I love Kevin. Like, if I could send all my juju to one person, like Kevin, like I need to like wish on a star. I need to like blow out my dandelions. I need to like, I don't even know what I need to do, but I need him to like, maybe not win because like Da'Vonne, hello, but I want him to be at least final 3 AFP.
See, mine is Ian. Like, I just want to protect him at all costs. Like, I just want to wrap him up and just be like, we got this. You can do it. He is so sweet to me.
Yeah.
Look, I know I saw Tyler, and I agree with this. Tyler did look scared, a little scared. He didn't know what kind of was going on.
That's just his face, though. That's just Tyler's face. Because I remember he came into our house to host a competition, and I thought he was high. So I think that's just like his face.
He does have that type of face.
I think Tyler's very observant, and so I think that that's literally just his face. I think he was probably analyzing everything that was going on. I think he just has that kind of like laid back dude's face where you can't really like, it kind of like lights on, no one's home, but like he knows what's going on.
Yeah, and that's gonna work for him.
What I was dying though about, I'm like, I don't know, and we know this, Kemi, we kind of have to go through options of what we wear, and they kind of direct that for you.
Are you talking about what David had on?
No, we're not at David yet. We're talking about, I gotta show Kevin, because Kevin literally looked like he was wearing Tommy's clothes from Move-In. Did anybody catch that, or was it just me? Like, I was like, wait, he's wearing like Tommy's outfit. Like, what is going on?
It was similar vibe for sure. I also got like Daphne from Scooby-Doo vibes with like purple and green going on, but he was cute. He looked cute.
Hold on, Katie W is killing me in the chat with her Tyler face.
Yeah. I know. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to say it, and I love me some Kevin. I do love me some Kevin, but he just looked gave me Tommy vibes. Ian, they say Ian wore the same outfit that he wore then he won in.
I feel like that's like jinx, double jinx. Like Paul wore the same outfit finale night that he wore the first finale night, and we also have with that. Like, I hope he's not watching because
bad juju, y'all.
Hey, Paul.
Let's not do that. Okay. So we go through this, and so we talk about like that, you know, the guys obviously had it easier. These guys, Kevin ends up winning and Ian ends up winning. So now we have 2 guys, 1 girl. We're going back in. They show the next group of women, and we have powerhouse Janelle.
Queen.
Bae Daily. Come on.
Just beauty queen. Oh my God.
Oh, she looked gorgeous.
I told y'all last night. I told you all in this chat last night that this woman was on this show.
Yeah, Miss Nicole, potato salad.
And then Keisha.
So who did we think? Like, honestly, I think we thought that Keisha was going in, or Christmas had taken Keisha's place. Was that what? Or was it Christmas?
No, it was Amber. The thing was that she had potentially taken Amber's spot.
Yeah, Nicole Anthony is so disrespectful, trying to fool us from sequester. Like,
I actually posted about that, and I was like, "Oh, look at that! Look at Eric from Reality Recap lying for Nicole."
It's impressive though that she got this much content up and ready before she was gone. Like, she literally, I mean, she did her announcement, or Eric or whoever did her announcement for her, that she has content to be coming out like while she was gone. I'm impressed with her. Like, she was ready to go in that house. She got everything prepared.
Look, I wasn't shocked.
Their sponsored posts.
Who here was shocked that Nicole was on? Because I wasn't shocked. Like, I honestly, I've known, and I told Kemi about this a while back. I kind of knew that she was going to be on. She was kind of texting weird. She wasn't being herself. I had caught her wearing different outfits on the same day with, you know, things weren't adding up, and we kind of knew that wasn't happening, but I wasn't going to say anything because obviously she's a friend, and I don't want her to, you know, like things like this when they leak, it could have meant that she wasn't going to be on the show. So I wasn't going to do that, you know, especially for someone who's, you know, who I consider a friend.
Yeah, and I love Nicole. Like, I feel like it'll be so fun to watch her this season. Like, I just feel like we have such a great mix of people. Like, you have Nicole, the sweetheart, who's in with, like, you know, Janelle, who's like, you know, very blunt, very direct. And then you have Danny, who doesn't take shit. You have Bailey, who doesn't take shit. Da'Vonne, who doesn't take shit. And then you have, like, the nice people. Well, not that anyone's not nice, but you have, like, the hashtag nice people, like Nicole and Tyler, and that might be it.
I could say Ian could be in that group too.
Yeah.
Like that kind of archetype, what they were like, kind of originally cast.
No, Ian's kind of ruthless. Like, I think, like, he made those moves. He cut ties real quick. He was able to kind of maneuver. You could tell that his strategy was being the nice guy, not that he actually was the nice guy.
Yeah, I mean more so like the mannerisms.
Yeah, I mean like their personality of just being like the sweetheart.
Yeah. Okay, who's next?
So they're going into this competition, and surprise, surprise, Nicole is the only one who wins. Yay!
When I tell you, I screamed. We have Mowgli here and his little other corgi friend Benny, and they're just yipping everywhere. We freaked out as a household. Like, oh my God.
I don't understand. I don't think, for the people who don't understand, like, Nicole is not good at hand-eye coordination. She's said this before. She's played this. She's a small girl. It's a heavy board. I really was not expecting for her.
Like, it's a very, very heavy board. Like, I can't even describe how heavy it is. And it's just like weird because it's kind of like oblong and just like, it's just not something that people aside from like Cliff do in their free time. So like, I was just so happy for her.
But for the rest of the group, Janelle, I really thought Janelle there for a second.
Yeah.
Like, I thought she was going to have it.
They went to a few times.
Yeah, Keisha, I feel like Keisha was more in the background of that segment. Like, it really didn't focus on her that much. Like, my eye really didn't go to her as much in that. It was interesting.
Yeah. Someone said I was seriously waiting to be surprised and wishing to see Ophi.
When I tell you that man was sitting next to me on the couch and I was still kind of like side-eyeing him, like, how are you there? How are you there? And you here too. Like, Ophi, like, I never believe him, honestly. Like, I would have believed him to be on the season.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought Ophi was on. I thought you were texting like for him. I'm like,
Like, look, I mean, I'm all for this. For like, Bay was just, she called herself Backstabber Bay. Woo. Did anybody peep that? I was like, okay, she's gonna play that. She's not playing. Obviously, she was playing. She said Swaggy kind of messed up her game, so now she's coming in laser focused. It's gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting to watch. So let's go to the last 4 people, and so we got Kaser.
what up, Kaser?
Kaser. Mr. Cody Calafiore, Memphis, and last but not least,
David.
Best for last.
I feel like Jessica's being shady, saying last but not least. She's
leading us to be shady. I hope y'all are picking up on that.
Trying to be.
I'm not doing anything. I'm literally just commentating and just look. What do you all think? So now we have Kaser. Married. Now we all know that he's married with a 4-year-old kid.
Can we talk about the flashbacks to like young Kaser? Like, whew, oh my god.
No, well, that's not the Kaser we got. But I mean, he still looks good.
Jessica, no, agree to disagree. He's so cute.
He's just, he's a little older. He's a little more mature. But like at the same time, like when I'm saying, but we got the same Cody, if not better. Femi.
What? What are you? Don't do this. Do not listen. Don't put me out there. All I'm saying is I'm very happy that the HOH room will have a nice addition in it.
Look, I had to say I'm a married woman, y'all, and I love and adore my husband. I want to say this, but Cody, I was like, I really hope he stays for a while.
Yes.
My God.
He came with those ripped skinny jeans, and I'm like, you know what? I don't mind.
I know. Look at like you work at Zoomies. I was like, oh my God.
He was looking real like thicker than me in those like tight jeans, and I was like, you know what? You do you, Cody Calafiore, because
well, look, and he confirmed he has his girlfriend.
4 years too.
4-year girlfriend. So like he says he's gonna have to switch up his game a little bit. It's gonna be a great thing to see how he switches it up for game wise. I would love to see it. And then you have Memphis. So now you have these 2 guys like Cody and Memphis, right? So now Memphis thinks that obviously the Brigade is the better one. And then Cody says Hitman, and bam. What do you think? Are they going to be against each other, or are they going to align together and create a super dynamic new Hitman Brigade?
Well, the Renegade for Memphis.
Okay. Sorry, I said Brigade because Enzo's Brigade. Sorry, but yeah, Renegades.
I feel like they're gonna team up. Like I feel like because everyone knows that they were in these dynamic duos, the best thing for them to do would be to like secretly work together. But like every alliance should be secret. Like I don't know how. For example, Grateful like was so aggressively out in the open and. Like, what do you get by that? Like, you see Level 6 was so successful because they were secret. The Hitmen, so successful because they were secret. The Brigade, secret. Like, secret alliances, like, that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. So I don't agree with that. However, like, Memphis even said it on his, in his little intro, that his biggest mistake was, that was Enzo. Let's go, because we're talking about Brigade, renegades, hitmen, right? Because these are all three very iconic alliances. Enzo, bringing in Enzo, his biggest mistake was working with men that were able to physically overpower him, right? Mm-hmm. So that kind of gave me like a foreshadowing of maybe he might want to start working with some women.
I don't think so. I feel like Enzo's a guy's guy. Like,
I see that too. He's very like bro dude to me, from what I'm picking up on.
He's gonna try to work with guys and then cut them before
they can beat him again. Yeah. Like, I feel like he, is going to be looking not to repeat like same old mistakes, but.
Well, we will see. It's definitely, I mean, this is going to be interesting. Oh, and then David.
So,
look at Jess leaving him out. It was intentional, you guys.
Not intentional. Look, I love the man as a person, as a player. He's the super wild card. So nobody really knows. So it's like, are you going to keep him or are you going to get rid of him?
I mean, David literally come in and blindside everyone. I mean, he definitely blindsided me with that jacket. Like, I was not expecting that. I was
Kimmy with the shade. Okay, I think David's in a good position for this week at least. I don't see Cody putting David or a guy, in his age range. Like, I do not see that happening. So I think David's good for this week. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm feeling.
Who do you think Cody's going to target, though?
I see Cody targeting like some of the older people that he's not as close with. I mean, like, maybe potentially Keisha, potentially some of the older ones like that he just isn't going to vibe with as naturally.
Yeah, I also agree with that. I think that he's going to kind of take this time to kind of look and see who has the insane social game. And depending on if he feels like he can work with them or not, he's going to get rid of them. Because he said it himself, what makes him the most nervous is the fact that he doesn't have a social standing with practically any of the people there. And it makes sense. Like, he hasn't played the game. He hasn't been very active on social media, so it could be, not, you would think that he would be very loyal to someone like the new school versus the old school. But I feel like
Johnny is the boss. You did not have to do me like that. He said, well, Hannah thought Obi was safe the first week, so that probably means Dave is going home.
Well, hopefully we don't have, like someone said, please not too female noms. So let's hope that that's
hopefully not.
So out of these, we end up getting Memphis and Cody who win this round. So now we go and we fast forward. This is an HOH. It's all the people who had won their respective games. So we have, who do we have? We have Christmas. We have Nicole. We have Cody. We got Memphis. We got Ian and we got Kevin all playing for the HOH. One person gets the HOH. All four end up either getting,
have-nots or the money.
Or the money.
I thought Ian was going to pull it out there. He started zooming real quick at the beginning. Ugh.
David is killing me in the chat. Memphis almost died in the comp. Like, I hope he has insurance because, like, they really almost took him out.
I think I heard that people are like, oh my God, they're going to break their ankles doing this.
I definitely thought that. And Kevin's talking about it's being rigged or, they're still moving. I noticed that too. Some of them, you could tell they picked up on ones that were still shaking a little bit. And I immediately was like, well, that's not really fair.
Yeah, I think it was really interesting. One of the things, if you didn't notice, was also like they wouldn't stop. Like this one said, notice how they didn't wait for the thing to stop wobbling for Cody, but they did when it was Nicole's turn.
And sweet Nicole jumping on the thing that she had already fallen off of the first time. Poor girl. I love her so much.
I love Nicole, and I feel like I'm not sure, but I can only imagine that she would feel very out of her element right now.
And nervous, yeah.
Very, very nervous. Obviously, all eyes are on her. You're playing with, she's not the only AFP there. She's not the only,
No, but she's the most recent. So that's another thing to keep in mind, too.
Yeah. So Cody wins. an impressive 22 seconds. It was like insane, right? So
Very
we'll
impressive.
have him for another week. Hey,
Cody in the HOH suite.
Cody and his HOH suite.
Cody,
He gets interviewed by Julie. She asks him, if he's nervous. Then he starts to say, he felt like he was going to win. He planned on winning. He wasn't going to throw the comp because he doesn't feel comfortable with anybody. What are your thoughts?
That's another thing. Somebody else brought that up in the chat too, is that with Nicole, maybe she threw that comp. I just want to throw that out there. If we give her the benefit of the doubt, maybe she threw it. But with Cody, I think it might have been a smart move on his part with him if he genuinely feels like he was one of the people that didn't have as many connections. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't think that this is a comp. I'm sorry, Kim. I don't think this is a comp for anybody to throw. This is all-stars. Like, go big, go home. That's everybody knows you're a beast. You don't have to be playing. I mean, like this whole Ian, I'm going to play stupid. Ian, you're not stupid. Nobody's going to buy that shit. Let's get real. Like, you have to play the way you're going to play, and that's it. And it either gets you there or it doesn't. I mean, what do y'all?
Didn't make sense. He's like, people know that I'm smart, so I'm going to have to play dumb. I don't see how those two things exist together, but okay. But
and then he immediately wins his first competition essentially to get into the HOH. So I was like, "What you doing again?"
But I also don't think Nicole threw that competition. I think she might have just been a little bit flustered. It's easy to get flustered in you're looking at 22 seconds on the board, and it's like, well, shit, pressure's on. Mm-hmm. But I think Nicole's safe this week. I don't see Cody targeting Nicole. Why? I honestly think he's gonna put up Christmas and Keisha.
I could see that. I think Christmas is a smart one too. I mean, she's immediately got a target on her, and that's something that he could maybe justify. Whereas all the other people, it's why? Why them?
This is definitely gonna be an interesting situation. Although, to be quite honest, I wouldn't see Cody putting up two girls, mainly because he's got the charm. I think that he knows he looks good. I think that even though he is not going to flirt his way through, he still has that charm with the ladies, and I think that it's better them than flirt his way through
a bunch of straight guys.
A whole bunch of straight guys.
So if we're talking mist, who has the more misty mist? Cody and his aura of the sex appeal that's just it's hitting me at this point, through the screen across the country, or Tyler, who's the world's nicest guy ever.
Are we ranking them?
Who's more misty? Who's easier to mist somebody? Because I feel it's in two different. You're getting.
That's not what you're saying. They kind of have very similar qualities to them, except that Cody gets misted in a lot of different other areas, like that Tyler.
What areas are we talking about?
Yeah, this is supposed to be a family channel.
Well, no, I didn't click the family friendly. I didn't click the kids section.
YouTube's gonna flag this. This is the second episode.
That's not at all what I meant. What I'm saying is that they tug on different heartstrings. I don't know.
I think Tyler,
very different type of miss.
Jessica is. I don't know what's going on over there. We need to call the police.
I'm excited about All Stars, guys.
Okay, Tyler is beautiful. He is. I think he's just so handsome. But I think he's more PG-13 handsome, whereas Cody is
NC-17.
Not rated.
See what I mean? Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. You have this wholesome part of Tyler. Tyler is not gonna. I mean, I don't see it. But
Tyler's not flirting with anybody. That man, like, I don't know that much about Cody and his girlfriend. Like, it will be faithful to her, I'm sure. But like, Tangela is this. Like, Tyler ain't gonna be flirting with anybody in this show.
I'm just asking, who is it easier to get misted by? Like
Cody,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about Brigade Renegades Hitmen coming together. That'd be like Enzo working with Cody and Memphis. I don't know if I see it. I don't know if that maybe 3 big men working together. I wouldn't like to see it, but what do y'all think?
No, I don't want to see that at all. Like, you know what? I would love to see it, actually. I would love to see the men form something so I can see the women bust that shit up. Like,
it fall apart.
Yeah, like, I want to see them try so that I can see it fail.
Let's because I think I agree with Stevie. I think that the guys know the women are insanely strong this season. So
yeah,
let's see. So that is pretty much the end of the end. Oh, and the fact that Ian, Memphis, Nicole, and Kevin ended up getting have-nots for the week. They could not get into the have-not room. They got to crawl into. They had to crawl into the have-not room pretty much every day. Kind of sucks to be the first person in that in that have-not room, which is why I think maybe Nicole may be safe because who knows? Maybe Cody will have like his heartstring. He said he's an emotional player, so I know that Nicole does well with emotional players because she does kind of play that kind of heartstring.
She's a very empathetic person.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And that's pretty much the end of that. So
what's next?
Draft, honey. Let's
So we're gonna start doing our drafts now that we have confirmed the final cast.
Mm-hmm. Do our snake draft.
So how do we want to start? So this is going to be in our within our 3 is going to be a snake draft. We're gonna keep it simple. Right?
Yeah, so 5 players each, and then the remaining player is for you guys, America's player. So sorry you get the scraps of whoever we don't end up choosing, but they're still like an all-star, so it's still like an elite cast or an elite player for you guys. But we're gonna go Jess, then Hannah, then myself. And yeah, did you guys want to start with the guys or with the girls?
I don't care.
We can start. I thought we were just gonna pick. Could we pick from anybody? I thought we were just gonna pick from anybody.
That's fine too.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. I mean, more girls, more guys, whatever. I feel like we can just have the pick of the litter. So we're looking at this. I have first choice. Don't hate me, ladies. I gotta go with my girl, Danielle Donato.
God, Jess,
my girl. So I've been banking on this woman forever. I love her. FYI, I got a tweet from Dom and said that Danny also loved me on my season, and I almost cried. And that was a confirmation that I needed to know that was my girl.
No,
I knew I wanted Danielle, and she's trying to.
That was all 3 of ours first pick. I don't even want to hear it. I'm mad. Okay. Anyways,
sorry, y'all. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I got Danny. Okay, and next.
Okay.
Not Hannah.
For my first pick, I am going to pick little baby Ian.
Woo! You were gonna pick Ian. Okay, so why Ian?
Okay.
Why Ian?
Yeah.
I just get good vibes from him. I like him a lot, and I think that he's just smart. That's who I'm going with. My gut told me Ian, so that's where I'm going.
All right. So this is a snake draft, which means Kemi gets this last pick, and then she gets first pick. So, Kemi.
Well, I feel like, I need to start the season strong. So I gotta go with my girl, Da'Vonne.
Woo! Oh, I already know.
What'd you say?
Go for it. No, I already know. Go it.
Oh, Da'Vonne.
Okay, Da'Vonne.
Yes. So, Da'Vonne, we're coming in with someone who's played the game twice. She recognizes her mistakes, and when you're self-aware, you know how to maneuver it. So, I feel like this is really her season. She has all the connections. She has all the cards stacked in her favor. So I really think she can pull this one out. As long as no wonky twists, try to interfere with her. I'm going to try to stay on the phone with production so they can keep a lid on it. But yeah, got to go with my girl Da'Vonne.
Okay. It is. And then your second choice, Boo?
This is a hard one. Second choice, my girl Danielle's already chosen, so I feel like I do want to stay strong. And after this first episode proving their strength, I feel like I have to go with Cody. I mean, at this point, I feel like, he's already proven himself to be strong in this capacity. So yeah, we're going to go with Cody.
Yeah, I kind of figured that one. I thought he was going to be your first pick, to be quite honest.
No, I gotta go with something familiar for my first choice. Sorry.
I see what you did there. Okay. So we're back to Hannah.
Okay. My second choice, I'm going to go with Bailey.
Oh, there you go, my girl, Bay.
Yes. I'm picking Bailey. I think this could be her season. Like she said, she's not going to be in a showmance. She's going to be focused. And I mean, it's just a clear skin for me. I'm picking her. I got Bailey.
I'm sorry, but they are dragging me in the chat. Cody's a player. He came in second in his season. What is going on here?
Look, I mean, okay. So, yeah, I feel like, man, there's just so many. I don't even. Oh, I get two. So, okay. Okay, I'm going to have to go with my girl Janelle.
Hey.
I honestly feel like Janelle and Danny are really gonna get together, and they're gonna form this final two of sorts. I got this feeling. And since y'all took Day and Bay, then I guess I had to take Janelle too. So y'all ain't going. Okay, and then gosh, honestly, it's so hard, but I'm going to have to go for my boo, Kevin.
No, I want it, Kevin.
Kevin! I love Kevin. He, God, he's so smart. I feel like he's so smart. He's definitely gonna, if not, probably get in with Day and Bay. So who knows? We might have that final three going on.
I feel like I felt that when everyone was reading each other. I saw Da'Vonne almost fell at her feet at Kevin, and I probably would have done the same thing. So I already see that, and I feel like Day and Bay are going to definitely be working together. They were both on the challenge. That's already a connection. Not together, but that's still a connection. And then I just see that trio.
I do. So I definitely need it to be a trio and keep it there.
I see David trying to get in and make it a square. And I feel like it's going to be one of those triangles that has a dashed, completing it to make a dash.
Kimmy teaching us geometry over here.
Right. But I get you. Okay. Yeah. We're going back to Hannah.
Okay, do I get two now?
No.
You get one.
You get one.
Okay. I don't know how this
works.
Because
it goes it goes two and then up and down.
Okay. I'm gonna pick Nicole Anthony.
Ooh, Miss Nicole Anthony.
Tony Hadley said they're going to give us the 4th of July.
But I'm picking Nicole because I believe in her. I think that people underestimate her, and I like an underdog. I like an underdog, and I just love her as a person too. So she's my pick.
Respect.
Agreed. Okay, Cami.
Can you put the image?
Oh, absolutely. Sorry, my love. I should have done that. Okay. So really what you have is Christmas. You got David. You got Enzo. You got Kaser. You got Keisha. Nicole Franzel. Tyler.
Now, I know who I want to pick, but I don't want to make, an emotional decision. So I won't pick who I want to pick. I want to have a strong team. So I think all the women are, oh, well, no, not all of them, but I think I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with Tyler.
No.
Tyler it is. And you picked Tyler because?
I mean, Tyler is an amazing strategist, first of all. He's amazing socially. I don't want to say who I wanted to pick because I'll leave that to y'all. But, I feel like Tyler is someone who knows he's going to have a target on his back. So he's going to quickly have to adapt to that. And he's very likable. So, I think it's going to be easy for him to play with the guys, but it's going to also be easy for him to have the girls like him. Mm-hmm. So, and then the fact that he is in a relationship with Angela, I feel like a lot of people will like and respect that. And, you never know, there might be a couples sort of alliance, all of us couples have to stick together. All of us with couples on the outside have to stick together. So I feel like he has a lot of things going for him.
Okay. All right. And so, Kemi, it's snake draft, so you get another person.
Okay. Can I see the image again?
Oh, I apologize. Sorry, everybody.
Is this my last person?
It is your last person. Choose wisely.
Then I might as well just choose who I want. Keisha.
Ooh, you have a good one, girl. You have a good, that's actually really good.
Somebody said Hannah got screwed with the snake draft. I agree. Something about this.
Well, but you got 4. You got your Ian, you got your Bay, you got Nicole Anthony. I mean, these are still all very good all-stars. If anything, I get the last. I'm getting the last of the 2 that nobody wanted.
So we each get 5, right?
A 4. We're all getting 4, and we're giving the 5th to our lovely viewers as a gift for subscribing to our channel.
Wait, no, we all get 5. There's 6. Yeah.
Yes, Hannah was pushed. I agree. No, we all get 5.
My bad. Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
it's late, y'all. It's late. I'm sorry. That's what happens in lives. But yeah, in live drafts. Go for it.
Okay. I am gonna pick Kaser.
Kaser.
Okay, what's my Kaser?
What?
Why Kaser?
You know what? I just think I think it's his season. He's not going to be 10th place 3 times. It's not going to happen. I believe in him. And, I think he looks good still. He doesn't look like his old self, but I think he looks good. So I'm rooting for him.
Us mature people, we still got it. It's okay.
You're just hating on him. Stop it.
I'm just saying the same. No, what I said was that the same Kaser that was in the house, BB7, is not the same Kaser that is it. I mean, it's a different Kaser.
Okay, so I get to pick another one because y'all have all picked 2.
No, that's not how that's
yes,
it is. No, snake drafts go like this. Snake drafts go like that. I know it sounds weird.
This snake is broken. I don't.
That's how snake drafts work, though.
Jess picks 2, and then you pick again, and then I pick 1, and then whoever's left is America's.
Yeah, so it kind of gives people I swear it works. It's why.
Yeah, we're not cheating. You honestly, you might be in the best position.
You are. You have really great people.
I know I do. I believe in my people.
So, I'm going to go with I'm gonna go with Enzo.
Yo,
Enzo. I mean, at this point, Enzo's strong.
Jessica is so
here. He's personable. He's strong. I feel especially when I saw him working out. Did you see those those lifts that he was doing. Like he feels like he's in the best shape of his life.
On his garage.
On his garage, he's like.
Jessica is just tonight. She is on fire. I'm not sure what is going on, but
well, I'm a happily married woman, but I'm just saying, you know, you still have eyes. Anybody who's with somebody always still has eyes. No, I don't need. I'm not even. I'm just talking about Enzo in terms of like in his best physical shape to win competitions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he has the gift of gab. He's just for sure.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah. And then yeah, and then I'm gonna go. This is kind of really well. I'm gonna have to go with Miss Nicole Franzel.
Good for you.
Look, I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. I think I loved the fact that she doesn't feel that she was that Paul was robbed. I think she's coming in thinking, you know, that she's got this game. And did you peep the slight shade that she gave Derek at the very end of the show when Danny was like, I'm really surprised that Derek's not in, and she's like, oh, she
was already gaming. She's already talking back there. And
that's what I mean. Like,
I'm cool. Nicole said, I'm cool with it though. I'm cool with it.
Like a lot of people say that they are cutthroat. We have seen Nicole prove herself to be cutthroat.
Yeah.
So, you know,
lover, hater, agree to disagree. I think she may be able to get scrappy with it and get the job done. That's how I feel. Okay. Take it away.
So we got David and Christmas.
We got David, Christmas, and Memphis.
I am going to go with David.
Ooh.
And here's why. I think that David, with who is HOH right now, is in a good position. And I think that if anybody has a target on their back just right off the bat, it's Christmas. And to be completely honest, I don't know that much about Memphis. So I'm going to go with my gut and I'm pick David.
Nice.
Hot take.
Let's see if I can find in the comments. Comment section, is Hannah gonna be okay with
y'all don't kill me. I'm trying to stack it up with what I think has the best odds. So here we go.
I think David is in a really good position too. I agree with you.
I think Hannah has a very strong team. So yeah.
You know what? This little snake might be broken, but my team is going far. I believe in it.
Okay, Kemi, you're the last one up. The person you do not choose is going to our beautiful audience. So make it a good one. I don't know.
It's between Memphis and Christmas.
Memphis and Christmas.
I'm gonna have to go with Memphis just because I met Memphis in person. I really like Memphis. He's, you know, like I feel like he doesn't present on like that I watched in season 10. He's really good energy. Like, huh?
I'm sorry.
He's good energy.
No, I'm sorry. I just have to stop. I have to stop reading y'all's comments because
I know
you all are just killing me.
Y'all are shady.
We just got Labor Day.
You know what? You never know. Like come Labor Day might surprise you. It might surprise you.
I cannot. I'm sorry. It's
the National Day of Prayer. You know what? Let me tell you guys though, your player just won $5,000. So that's $5,000 more than anyone else made, as far as we're concerned. I did
not know. I'm sorry. I'm about to cry. I'm crying so hard right now. Why does everybody like have it in for Christmas? I get it. Like I
mean, I will say, like, you know, not everyone on the cast sent out a mass email of the fact that they were going to be on. So I understand the hesitation, but, you know, going forward, let's start to look up.
And then sent another mass email to try to keep it a secret. I saw a tweet and it was like this really like the Hannah Montana movie where she tries to tell the whole town to keep it a secret. God.
Y'all got me right now. My makeup is y'all finish this because I not right now.
All Saints Day.
Wait.
I just
want to say, like, no, seriously, y'all, in all fun and games, this is definitely a game. I know that a lot of people have been talking about us being kind to the cast. They are people, and I, like, as much as I'm crying because you all literally sent me right now, but I have to say, like, they are still individuals. They're not here to defend themselves. We definitely want to keep it game and strategy and talking about, all of that good stuff.
All I'm saying is production must really hate me because obviously there was a mass email that y'all got saying that you guys need to send a PSA out to the fans to be kind that I was left out of because everyone seems to be telling the fans to hashtag be kind. And I'm like, you know, I don't remember, like,
I can't.
You know what? I cannot get over all these people saying, Hannah, you can have 6, sweetie. Like, y'all really don't want her. Be nice.
I sat in here. I was
wait. Someone said leg day. I can't.
Y'all are killing us. Seriously, we cannot with y'all. I think our viewers right now are the hosts right now.
I love you guys. This is so fun.
You are now officially like my favorite. My favorite. No, but seriously, I think this is a great. It's a great start. Feeds go up from what
2 hours
in 2 hours, y'all. So feeds, who's gonna be watching feeds? I have to at least start the first.
I live with Obi Kabir. I'm watching him whether I want to or not. I could be asleep. I'm gonna hear him in the other room, so I might as well watch him.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching them. I think it's gonna be insane. We are going to be obviously tweeting this week. The next show for us is going to be next Wednesday, where we're going to recap the week with feeds. Obviously, we're going to also recap Sunday's show and Wednesday's show kind of as a whole, and then do our eviction predictions. Right. And then for those of you, I'm hoping many of you do watch the feeds, because if we don't, we'll make sure that we give you some time in knowing that, or we'll let you know when we're kind of spoiling things for you if you're only watching the Sunday night shows and the Wednesday night shows. But we're live feeders here now. So that's what we're going to be recapping.
And this is where you can come if you don't feel like watching the feeds. You can come get your recap here. So,
absolutely.
So there's a question in the chat. Who do we think that Cody's going to put up? I honestly do think he's going to put up Keisha and Christmas. I mean, Keisha doesn't seem to have that many connections. Definitely not a connection to Cody. And I feel like Christmas, like Hannah said earlier, is like an easy target. Because she won the $5,000, and then I don't think she has that many connections either. Like I was going into the season, if I were to be on the season with not that many connections to the people in the house, like only really the new school in Memphis. So, yeah.
And everybody, it is what is it? It is the 1-year anniversary of me putting up Jack and Mickey on
a national holiday.
National holiday. Yes. So I want to thank everybody that's actually been messaging me. I've gotten a ton of DMs and a lot of messages wishing me a happy a happy eviction day. It was not even, they didn't even get evicted that day, but you know, it was getting there.
We'll focus on the good, the beginning.
We'll focus on the fact that it was a great iconic HOA train. And so
the best HOA train I've seen.
Thank you. I mean, I really want to see that type of energy. I feel like we're going to see that type of energy in All Stars. I don't think any of them are playing games. None of them are trying to make friends.
Listen, can you imagine a Keisha HOH? Like not like a Keisha second week HOH, but like a Keisha like fifth week HOH. After like, you know, some shit has, some stuff has started happening, and like, you know, it's time for her to like have her Milagros moment. Like, yes.
Did someone say that Swaggy went live with Jack?
I don't know about that.
Well, we'll get all of that information. No worries on you. We will have a ton of tea because it's gonna go a whole week without having us. Who knows? We might get a little antsy and throw something a little bit earlier if the tea gets really hot.
Yes. So that's why you need to turn your notification bells on, because we might just pop in.
Absolutely. Yes. Freaking-lutely. So again, click like, subscribe, turn on that little dinger so that you know when we're going live.
And don't forget to share with a casual. Like, literally share with a casual so that they know what's actually going on, because we will be watching the feeds like hawks. And you know, casuals, no offense if there are any casuals in here, but like, they don't know what's going on. They really don't know what's going on. So like,
so they need to come here.
Yeah, so we can give them the skinny.
As Money would say, please adopt a casual. Let them know.
Exactly.
And we welcome absolutely everybody here. This is a judgment-free zone. Obviously, it's why it's called Girl Let's Agree to Disagree. And it's not even about a girls like guys too. Let's agree to disagree, as long as we can do it in a very nice manner.
Wait, Bill has, like, I'll just take this like last comment before we get off, but Bill display says, are we rooting for an all-girls alliance?
Yes.
Praying for an all-girls alliance. I know Jess.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that's a no-brainer, obviously, for me. I know everybody would be like, well, Jessica obviously wants an all-women's alliance, but it's just because they're powerhouse women. These are powerhouse women. So I'm hoping that cattiness aside, that there's not a lot of that going on. I feel like queens recognize queens, and there's not one girl in there that's not one. Christmas included. Seriously. That might be, hey, we can agree to disagree on that. I'm still going to give Christmas her props. Who knows? Maybe she can tug on those Cody heartstrings. And I mean, she's played the social game before.
Yeah.
She's had to pull on those heartstrings. Maybe she'll, you know, break something else, and you know, and
no.
I don't know where I'm going with this, but see, and this is what's wrong with lives right now. So I'm kind of like talking on my ass, but I don't want her to, guys. I don't want her to, but I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Well,
Jess is drunk.
I did have like 3 Trulies before this, but that doesn't really get me super, you know. And I'm not being, someone said I'm being super shady tonight.
I thought I was the one who was here who was thirsty about like a certain contestant, but Jess has been really showing her cards tonight. Like,
whatever. A lot of people think that that I shouldn't have any eyes anymore because I'm married. I mean, I could say when a man is handsome.
You can still look.
I can still look. Yeah, it's not like I'm going into the BB house anytime.
Jess is out here talking about tugging on certain types of strings. I don't know.
Strings, empathy. Come on, y'all.
The motto said, we're going to skip leg day for now. Pass her on to Hannah. Y'all just really are just coming for me in this chat message. Jeez. I thought you were rooting for me at first. You were like, give Hannah 6, but then I realized what you were really doing.
You guys have, Hanukkah, so we will put up a tweet with our draft, and yeah, I hope you guys liked the live. And again, share with the casual.
Yes, absolutely. Don't forget, click like, subscribe. Thank you all for joining us. Hopefully we were trying to keep it really short and sweet for you all. This is kind of where we're trying to, our little sweet spot here.
Mm-hmm.
So do not forget to follow us on social medias. But also, if you have any suggestions, you want to spill some tea, make sure you send us emails at girlletsagreetodisagree@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely are thinking about getting you some really great, in the next couple weeks, some really great people to kind of co-host with us for a few.
Yes.
And we're really excited about that, to give you a little bit more insight on what's happening inside the house.
And another thing, like the video when it actually goes up on the channel, and comment on the video. It helps the algorithm for us so more people can see us.
Yeah, girl. Yeah. Look at you knowing all about your YouTube. So thank you all again. We love you. Thank you for supporting us. And we can't wait to keep talking about All Stars and Big Brother.
Yes.
So, guys, have a nice night.
See you all.
We love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Let me see. But no, now I got to go through this outro right here. Okay. Bye.
Yeah.